Hello, good morning. This is your daily outlook for Tuesday, the 17th of January. The euro managed to produce positive results against its major counterparts as markets commenced the week trying to digest the eurozone mass downgrade by S&P. Nonetheless, the credit rating agency monopolised the newswires once again when it was announced its decision to downgrade eurozone's bailout fund, the EFSF. Earlier, a senior official of S&P talking with Bloomberg TV shared his belief that Greece will default soon. EFSF CEO Regling responded to the S&P's downgrade by pointing out the fund's well-diversified investor base and also noted that the facility still enjoyed AAA rating from the other two major agencies. Meanwhile, France successfully completed a bond auction, with the one-year yield actually dropping. Moody's announced it would maintain France's AAA rating until a broader eurozone reassessment that will take place within the first quarter of the year. Versus the US dollar, the single currency rose to 126.66 from 126.33. Against the Swiss franc, the euro rebounded to 120.84 from 120.68. The US dollar depreciated while the US was observing Martin Luther King Day yesterday. Against the Canadian dollar, the US dollar dropped to 101.77 from 102.45. Versus the Japanese yen, the US dollar fell to 76.76 from 77.06. The Australian dollar advanced to 103.12 from 102.87 versus the US dollar, and the British pound rose to 153.22 from 152.79 versus the US dollar, as inflation figures for December will be released later today. Looking at commodities, we saw oil prices rise to $99.59 a barrel from $98.75. Gold jumped to $1,643.58 an ounce from $1,635.02, and silver moved up to $29.97 an ounce from $29.69. Let's take a look at the currencies this morning. The euro-dollar pivot point at 126.90 with a preference to enter into long positions at 126.80. The dollar-yen pivot point is at 76.95 with a preference to enter into short positions at 76.95. The Aussie dollar pivot point is at 103.25 with a preference to enter into long positions at 103.25. The sterling dollar pivot point is at 153.05 with a preference to enter into long positions at 153.05, and the dollar CAD pivot point is at 101.85 with a preference to enter into short positions at 101.85. And looking at commodities, the oil pivot point is at 99.30 with a preference to enter into long positions at 99.30. The gold pivot point is at 1646 with a preference to enter into long positions at 1646. And the silver pivot point is at 29.95 with a preference to enter into long positions at 29.95. And of course, for up-to-date information, please visit us at easy-forex.com. And on the calendar, the market movers are the UK Core Consumer Price Index for December, forecast to rise by 0.40%. EU Germany's ZOO, the Economic Sentiment Index for January, forecast at -50. And Canadian Bank of Canada rate decision forecast leave rates unchanged at 1%. Now onto equities in Europe, they were positive with the FTSE up 0.37%, the DAX up 1.25% and the CAC was up 0.89%. In the US, the SP 500 is down 0.49 and the Dow was down 0.39. In Asia at the time of writing, the Nikkei was up 1.05% and the Hang Seng was up 2.50%. It's been your Daily Outlook. I'm Emma and Joe from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a good day.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.